everybody, and welcome back to Jarred, episode 9, part 2, I guess is what we're going to be calling it. Going to try and get through this one without having Dougie having another power cut, so fingers crossed on this one. I think in that situation, I've never clenched more in my life and sweated so much in such a short space of time when I found out that your power had fucking gone.
Oh, you and me both.
Because
I was just sitting here, everything just went black and off, and I've gone, fuck.
My heart just dropped when I realized the seriousness.
I knew some shit had hit the fan when... Because I was telling Amber, we were talking about this afterwards. You know how everybody has their phone voice and then their like normal voice? I feel like, especially me, and I've noticed some of you as well, I've kind of got like a podcast voice and then just my normal one. And I noticed Amber's like kind of changed tone when she asked me to just check my phone. I was like, okay, she's no longer concerned. This is something other than the podcast discussions. This is something else. That's when I knew. Oh,
like I could tell in the messages, like as soon as he said what happened, I was like, okay, he's just out of power. It's cool. Me and Ryan will just carry on. We can be professionals, and we can do it in a way that transitions, and it doesn't even seem like it happened. And then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. If he's lost his audio, and the only audio we have is me and Ryan, then it's just us talking to no one.
Yeah.
I did not want to be the person to really break the news to you. So that's why I was like, baby, just check your phone.
Well, you had to, because you could plainly hear I was carrying on. I wasn't going to stop. I just thought, because I heard the Discord sound, obviously... I thought he just lagged out because he just dropped out. It's like, okay, cool, he'll come back. It's happened to some of us before where we've dropped out, we've come back in, it's all good, and we've fixed it later. But this time, when you said, baby, check your phone, I was like, shit. But it made for a funny one nonetheless. Yeah. Oh, man. So basically, we're just going to be, in theory, just finishing off the episode that we couldn't actually finish. So... Obviously, we discussed all the Mandela effect, and a lot of you came back with a lot of other good ones. And some of you were telling me as well that I was getting movie quotes wrong myself. And everybody seemed to pick up on the fact as well. Nobody's going to let me forget this. I pronounced it Clarence, not Clarice. No one's letting it go, and I hate it. I hate it so much. But anyway, where have I left my notes? There they are. So, if you want to get in touch with us and let us know what you think of part 2 of this episode, I guess, you can find us on Instagram at jarred.podcast, and our Twitter is at jarredofficial. Introductions as well would help if we knew who was here. You got me, Ryan.
Me, Amber.
And me, Dougie.
I love the pause. So we're rad again today. As Jess is in the very busy stages. Is she decorating now? If memory serves me right.
I know that she's been painting some walls, and I think that they've got like a couple of other things to like. Which I mean, from everything that I got from the inspection that she shared, I mean, I know that they've got like just some minor things to fix. So I think they're just fixing little odds and ends there, and then just making it their own. And I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the photos. It's going to look absolutely brilliant. She's in her element right now, but she sends her wishes anyway to everybody that's listening. So she'll be back again. Don't worry, she'll be back. We won't have me fucking up too much longer.
No, you're doing well, mate. You're doing well.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. Thank you. Anyway, so this is going to be an interesting topic for discussion. If for those who, just to jog your memory from last week, obviously we discussed the Mandela effect, and we were going to be discussing life mistakes that have happened that have permanently changed the rest of your life. Now, this is a massive thinker, and we've all had over a week to think about it, and I still haven't been able to. So, yeah, it's going to be...
I just have one that kind of like teeters like somewhere in the middle. Like, would it have made
Okay.
my life easier if like all of it never happened? Probably. But I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily like something that I also regret, because it's also one of those things that just molds you into the person that you are today, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
But I mean, just before before I've been happily married for, this year will be 7 years now.
Wow.
And before, my marriage with my husband, I was me and my husband did a whole lot of back and forth dating, and then somewhere in that in between, I got engaged to probably the most toxic person that I ever could have. And I mean, it's one of those, like, I do have happy memories with this person. I wish them well, I guess. I don't know. Like, if they were on fire, I don't know if I would take my glass of water and put it out, or if I would drink it. Like,
Get the
I
marshmallows out.
still, yeah,
Yeah.
I still don't know what I would do. But I mean, and I think everyone can relate to, just almost like maybe being infatuated with a person that just was not for you. And me now,
Yeah.
knowing everything that I know, I should have seen a whole ton of red flags. I did not. I was, I now recognize that I was gaslit, like, pretty much through the duration of the relationship. And that was like, again, like, on and off, like 4 years of my life that I will never get back. And it's just, in hindsight, it's like all that time that I wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can look at it that way. But then you can also, just look at it as the fact of, well, it's a life lesson. I guess, not trying to
Yeah.
sound like a life
Like, I
coach
mean,
or anything.
I most definitely can't take it back. And some parts of it I don't think that I would take back. Because again, I do have, happy memories with the person.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I don't think that the good outweighs the bad. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's definitely made me appreciate, my husband, my person that I have in my life. And
Yeah.
yeah, I like it also too, because, I was with this person when I was very young.
Right.
And then it's like, looking at me, who I am now as a person, and like what I've grown into, it's like, what the actual fuck was I thinking?
Oh,
Like,
we all
was
have
I
moments like
drunk?
that.
Was like, it's, it's, and not necessarily say that, it's just that who they are as a person and who I am as a person today, as of right now, like, it's just polar opposites.
Yeah.
And now I would not give that person a look now if I had just met
Y-
them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
it's it's so bizarre, the stages of life that you go through. And it did change, like, the course of how everything went. It Being with that person affected relationships that I had outside of that person, like with my friends and with my family. And like, even in friends, they love you, and they want you to be happy. And if you seem happy, they're going to encourage it to a degree. But in the back of their heads, they've got those thoughts of, this really isn't good for Amber, but if she seems happy, I don't want to step on her toes. But now they know that they can step on my toes. So I guess I guess in that aspect, like, no, if you see me fucking up that severely, please fucking tell me.
I think I've seen a lot of people go. I know a lot of people that have been through very similar situations to that as well. But I think majority of people go through some stage of that in their life. They're young. They're head over heels for somebody that they're with or something, and they see past the stuff that an outsider would see, because obviously you're too fixated on the good side that you can see with them, obviously, because that's why you're there and whatever. So, but yeah, no,
I will tell you 100% what had me blind the whole time Like, at the time, I just thought, you know what, the sex is so good, it can't, like, honestly, like, I feel like that's where I got, really drunk on love, as Beyonce would say, maybe. I don't know. But I was just like, you know what, I can live with the fact that that's probably a lie that they just said. Like, obviously
Because I
me
know I'm gonna
now.
get a good sex later. I'm gonna get a good shit tonight.
And see, and at the time when you're young and dumb, that's what you think. You're like, okay, it doesn't get better than this, and it does get better than that. Like, if you're listening to me now and you're in a toxic relationship where it seems like 90% of what the person is telling you is a lie, it is. And if they're telling you that you're just being crazy and to get over it, they're gaslighting you, they're manipulating you. It is not worth what they bring to the table in the bedroom. Get out. You're better than that. You're beautiful. You can move on.
Yes, definitely.
Put your clothes back on and get out there.
Yeah, just.
Oh fuck, that's brilliant.
But in all honesty, again, like, I have happy memories with this person.
Yeah.
Wish them whatever. Maybe not necessarily well, but I'm just glad that life went a different course. That something clicked in my head and said, no, we need to get the fuck out. And I gave and I gave the ring back. Like, I had seriously thought I was going to marry this person, and I'm just so glad that it did not go that way.
Yeah. So yeah, it can't. Yeah, you're right. It just kind of based off of the question. I wouldn't necessarily call it a life mistake. Because it's part of life. It's just a course that is, like you say, changed and made you see things a lot kind of clearer in a way. So yeah, you're going off for that. You're right. My one is, I don't know if it would be. It's a bizarre one. Okay, the situation with the only one I can seem to think of, it's kind of work related. Now, obviously, we all learn. As I say, you always learn on the job, which is very fucking true in this situation. It was before I was working where I am now. It was another retail store, but I was just a cashier. Shelf stacker. It was a clothes store, so I was just filling up, sizes that were missing and so on. It just very mundane, basic pay, just to get experience and to get through. Anyway, I was spending ages serving one particular guy, just getting him clothes from out the stock room. He's like, oh, have you got any more sizes in this and that? Well, can you get me a size whatever shoe in this? I'm like, yeah, okay. Just walking around like a donkey, basically, just to get started. I thought, oh, I'm just going to give up in a minute because this guy he's wasting my time. Which was mistake number one, because I nearly completely just walked away from it and started to do something else, because there's a point, I don't know if anybody's ever worked in clothing retail before, but there comes a point when someone who's, they're taking the piss, and it's like, okay, I'm going to start serving somebody who I know is legit. Anyway, I thought, no, I'll stick it out, I'll stick it through. And it turns out, as I'm at the till with him, he starts telling me, he's like, oh, how come you're not working at this place? And I'm like, well, I've been trying to get in there for a few years now. They took my CV. They said to give me a call, but they haven't got any openings, and etc. etc. I said, so I'm struggling, but I would like to go. He said, well, your knowledge that you've got on your clothes here, he said, would be 10 times more appreciated and worth your time and money more over there. And I was like, well, do you know anything that would help? He was like, yeah, I've not long just left my position there. As I say again. And he was like, yeah, I know the boss there, I'm really good with him. I'd say, well, I'll go in and put a good word for you, so that you've just served me here and whatever, and that you'll bring your CV down. I'm like, alright, sweet. But, failing to realise, my colleague was about 10 feet away from me, hearing all of this. So that's second mistake. I'm pretty much admitting on the shop floor to a customer that, hell yeah, I'll hand my CV into another workplace. And my colleague, who was literally about 10 feet away from me, could hear everything. So that was mistake number 2. The third mistake, and that this is where shit really got fucking real. My printer had stopped working at home.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Yeah. I got my CV on my phone. I was the first one into work. I was the first one in. I was doing the opening shift. No one was going to join me for about another hour. I'm like, all right, there's a printer in the office. If I get in, get what I need to get, print off all the work stuff that I need to get for the day anyway, so it looks like I'm doing something. But in the meantime, I'll print out my CV. Now, my phone was having a bit of a moment. It wouldn't connect to the Wi-Fi properly, so I had to use my my data. But there was no reception in the workplace whatsoever. And the strongest point of Wi-Fi, believe it or not, was when I was in the toilet. So yeah. So I tried to print it through. It didn't work. I was like, okay, I'll leave it. I'll try it again later on. Put my phone back onto Wi-Fi mode and everything. Went back onto the shop floor. Anyway, a few hours go by. I have to go nip to the loo. I'm in there, and then my phone suddenly sends me a notification saying, printing successful. What the fuck? What? What? No, cancel, no. I walk out, and my boss is coming out of the office holding my CV.
No.
And she was like, Brian, what's this? Why have you printed off your CV? And I was like, and I really had to think so fast on my feet, and all I could think of, the only thing I could think of was my mate texted me this morning and asked if he could have a copy of it so he could see a way to lay out his, because he's not got a CV yet, and it fell apart from there. And she was like, right, okay, well, here you go. I just think it's a bit weird how you're doing it on working hours. And I was like, no, I tried to do it this way. So that was the biggest fucking mistake I could do right there. She somehow managed to buy my excuse. I don't really know how or why, but she did. And then obviously I actually went and handed it in to the workplace that it was recommended. They took it, and he pretty much accepted me there and then on the spot. I walked in, spoke to the manager there, and he was like, "Oh, you're Ryan, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, how the hell do you know that?" "Oh, what's his name? You come down and spoke to me the other day. I knew it'd be you as soon as I saw you." And he pretty much accepted me there and then. I went back to work, and I was like, "Oh, by the way, here's my letter of resignation." She was like, "Oh, so you're not printing that on the works printed this time, are you?" I'm like, "Well, I thought that would be a step too far." So it's not necessarily a life mistake that changed the course of the rest of my life, but it was certainly one mistake after another that could have really. If I hadn't got this position at where I am now, because where I'm working now is the position I was going for. If I hadn't got that, obviously I would have lost my job there. So that would have and I wouldn't have got a good reference from them, obviously, either, because it's like, oh yeah, he's a good worker, but he'll stab you in the back during work hours. And that's the only one I can think of. But fucking hell, it was so bad, so embarrassing as well. I don't think I've ever gone more red before in a situation like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, the only thing I can think of is my motorbike accident. If I hadn't had it, sort of thing, on that side of aspect.
Mm. I did think that would be the one that you would come up with, because obviously that's...
injuring your spine is never a good thing.
Not recommended, no.
But, yeah, the way I look at it is I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't had that motorbike accident.
Exactly, yes.
So, it changed the way I lived for a little while anyway. And it's like I was doing an apprenticeship as a fitter machinist at the time. I was in my first year, and sort of 3/4 of the way through, and then I had a bike accident, so I was off work for 6 months. They kept my position open for me so I could come back. And
that's good.
But when I did start going back, I just didn't have the same enthusiasm, I suppose you could call it.
Yeah.
So I lost my motivation to do it, and
Well, yeah.
I had a few meetings with the bosses during the time, and it just got to the point where they said, "Look, sorry, we can't do this anymore. We're just going to have to let you go." And I said, "That's fine. I totally understand." And then I had to go to the apprentice board and have a meeting with them and discuss why I don't have my apprenticeship anymore. And I explained it to him and said, "Yep, I know it's totally me." And the guy was like, "Wow, you'd be the first. Never had anyone come in saying that, admitting it was their fault that they lost their apprenticeship. Everyone else is like, oh, it's the company's fault. They did nothing wrong, sort of thing." And it's like, no, I know I fucked up. Then I was on the dole for a year, and it was like, I really can't live like this. At the time, I was getting it was only around $300 a fortnight.
Wow.
And at that stage, I also, part of that time, I was living by myself, so I was paying $60 a week rent for my own house, and then trying to live on the rest of it, which wasn't easy, plus with all the bills and everything like that. And they were changing the dole up. It was changing to New Start, is what they called it, and this, that, and the other. So I had to go to all these bloody so-called, what was it? It was like a, basically like going back to school sort of thing, doing little courses to help you trying to get back into work. And I was just going, oh, this is bloody bullshit, more paperwork I've got to go through and all this other crap. And it's like, I really don't want to be doing this. So at the time, Centrelink was where you went, and they had job boards, so where jobs were available around the state, sort of thing. And I was just went in and looking through it and saw one for a sheet metal worker. Experience essential, qualifications not necessary. And it's like, sweet. And it was like, Wongan Hills.
Sorted.
Where the fuck is that? So anyway, went and got the info from the people in the office there, and went home, gave them a call, and they said, oh, great, yep, when can you come up for an interview? Oh, can you come up tomorrow? And it's like, yeah.
If I knew where you were.
Yep, no worries. Got the address and details. I said, yep, it was going to be I can't remember, it was late in the morning that the interview was, and it was like, sweet, no worries. So I got off the phone there, called my mum at work, said, Mum, would I be able to borrow your car tomorrow? I've got a job interview in Wongan Hills. She's like, that's great. All right, okay, here's the plan. Tonight you go to the city, stay at your sister's place, and then you can drive from there, because it was about 4.5 hour drive from where I lived. And so, and I'd only just got my licence. So Mum's like, there's no way you're doing that in one go, just yet.
Yeah, no.
Split it halfway, because the city was about halfway point between the two. So, yeah, so I went up there, got the job, and the following Sunday, I packed all my gear up, and my parents dropped me off at the guest house, and 26 years later, I'm still here. Got my own house.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
See?
So, for me, having a motorbike accident is a mistake. But it's something that happens.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I look at it that if I hadn't had that, what would I be doing? So it's
yeah.
But I'm glad. I'm glad that it happened, but I'm not glad because my back is stuffed. But
well, obviously, yeah.
But
it's fucking.
Yeah, I wouldn't be where I am now, so I'm fine with it.
That's brilliant. It's fucking. It's so mind-bending, breaking sort of crazy to see how there's so many knock-on effects to the most simple. Well, not simple. A motorbike accident isn't obviously a simple thing, but but something can be so simple and it have such a drastic change, and then something like that, and like you say, 26 years later, and your own place, and whatever, and it's fucking nuts,
Yeah, well, I mean, in the last 26 years, I haven't not had a job, so.
And that's great. And here's me that's been at my new place for just under 2 years.
Yeah, well,
I got a long way to catch up.
I've got a few years on you, mate.
Yeah, I got to catch up a little bit. I'll catch you eventually. But this is a topic that you can really kind of take you a while to think about stuff. And like I said, I mean, I brought this up last week, and I've had a week to sit on it, and that's all I've been able to come up with my situation. But it's one that you can really go diving deep into. But I think when I've been speaking to other people, majority of the things they've come up with is mainly accidents.
Yeah.
Car accidents, workplace accidents. Because that does change the course of everything else of what happens and so on. So, yeah. But that is everybody else. Let us know something that's happened, not necessarily an accident, but just something that that's happened in your life that's changed the course of everything else. Because I think this could, it's a bizarre one. I don't really know what made me think of it. I think it was one of those shower thoughts. I think,
because that's when I like to get real deep and pensive with myself. Is just when I'm in the shower.
Yeah, we all do. It's either deep in thought, you're Beyonce on stage, or you're winning fake arguments. That's usually my shower routine. Oh fuck.
See, but now even showers are different from me. It's just okay. I have the time to get clean. I need to get clean before someone barges in and interrupts me. Because I guarantee you, I cannot sit on that toilet without being interrupted.
Yeah, my sister's like that. She's like, she's like, I can't wait for you to finally have kids so you get to experience the joy of it. But she's at the same time, you'll never go to the bathroom in peace again.
No,
like, great.
Never,
way to sell it to me. Fantastic.
Never. But you know what? He does at least try to make it fun for me. He'll at least bring in a truck or something for us to play with. So.
You're not bored.
I know. I'm not bored.
I was gonna say, you're not. Beep beep. Oh, fuck. That's not an image I should have in my head, but it's there anyway. Anyway. Right, I think now's a good point to just move on to the slang game, because I'm fucking determined to start catching more people out with some of the stuff I've got, and because Jess isn't here, I feel like I do stand a more fighting chance now. But then again, she's probably going to be guessing along and listening to the rough draft of this, so let's see how we go. Who wants to kick us off?
Go for it, Ryan. Come on.
Alrighty, I'm going to start with a simple one. Well, for me, it's a simple one. It's just one word. It's not a phrase or anything like that. Cob. C-O-B.
Cob.
Cob? See,
Yep,
I think corn on the
C-O-B.
cob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like corn that you eat off the cob.
Yeah, we have corn on the cob, but it's not. It's
Not that.
Not that.
A mate or someone you're talking to? Like,
Nope.
hey, Cob, how you going?
No, I see. I kind of understand the logic on that one, but nope, not that either. See, this one as well. Everyone that I said, like my folks, and the missus, Erica, I told them that I was going to be using this one, and they're like, no, they'll know what it means. It's not. It's there's many different forms of it. Cob's the one I use, but you've also got cotty, chubs, bap. It's basically it's a sandwich. It's basically a sandwich. Like you can have a sausage cob, and it's sausage between two buns. bacon butty. It's a cob.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. But
No.
that is a proper regional one, because up and down the UK, everyone uses many different forms of it. Like here in the Midlands, I use cob, but then some other people will use bap, sandwich. Down just outside London, they use, I think they're more sandwich terms as well. But then you go further up north, and I think it's butty up there. Like many different forms of it.
Well,
But yeah, bread essentially, bread.
No, I wouldn't have
definitely
got that.
wouldn't. I would never have got that. No.
Yes. Who else has got one?
Amber.
Okay. This one is an item.
Okay.
This one. Okay. If you can identify what a over-the-shoulder boulder holder is.
It's a bra.
Yeah.
Over the shoulder boulder. A
Yeah,
bra.
bra. Okay, I didn't know if anyone would get that. Because that's, I mean,
Over the shoulder boulder.
in my family, we have, including me, we have women that are very blessed, and so their bras are very large, and my son likes to go into my drawer and take them out and put them on his head like a helmet. But no, like all the women in my family that are blessed in that manner, we always call them over the shoulder boulder holders. And sometimes when I say that, people just, they're like, what? What'd you say? And I have no idea where it comes from. I have no idea where that saying comes from.
I'm trying to think of who I've heard it from. She was a singer and actor.
Probably Dolly Parton.
No, it wasn't Dolly Parton.
I'm sure her over-the-shoulder boulder holders are very large as well.
No, because she actually sang a song that had that in it. What is her name? She was redhead woman. I think she was in The Three Witches. Is it Beth?
I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, not here.
Damn it. Yeah, I might think of it later, but
Yeah, they'll come back. I was just amazed as to how you were there was zero hesitation. On my end, Amber didn't even finish speaking, and you were like, bruh. I'm like, hold up. I'm more confused as to how Dougie got it spot on straight away with no hesitation.
if my sisters heard this, they'd be screaming at me for not knowing her name.
You should know this, Dougie.
It wasn't The Three Witches.
I'm sure it'll come back. I'm sure it'll come back to you at some point.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The name is right there, but just... yeah, like she'd done a heap of movies. She's always...
Bette Midler.
Bette Midler.
Ah!
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
mad at me.
I was close. I heard Beth, but Bette. Yeah, no. That's where I heard Over the Shoulder Boulder Holders. There's a song that she sang, and that was in it, and that just forever stuck there because it was fucking hilarious.
I can't believe I just had to Google over the shoulder boulder holes. That's never something I ever thought I'd have to do.
Have done that.
All right, Dougie, hit us with some more Aussie slang.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
Sanger.
Sanger or singer?
Sanger.
Oh, like singer but with an A?
Yeah.
Sanger.
I'm kind of thinking like zinger, like almost like a quirk or an insult. Like like sang. I don't know. That's my like some form of insult.
Well, sanger. And see, here in the South, we would just be like, oh, that girl right there is a singer. She can sing her heart out. And that's my horrible. But see, that's how we would say a sanger. Anyway.
Yeah.
Because of the sound.
A on the end as well.
There's an A on the end. Oh god.
Yeah.
Sanga.
Sanga. Sanger.
Oh.
What?
Sorry, my accent.
Oh no. I mean my accent too.
No one's gonna complain about your accent, Dougie. No one's Oh fuck, that's kind of changed my thought on it now. I still don't have a clue what it is, though.
I would have thought you would have got it right.
It sounds like it should be like a candy or like a snack cake or something.
See, now Dougie's turned around and said that he would have thought I would have known it, because obviously Aussie, Australia's part of the Commonwealth and everything, so is
Right.
Britain. I would have, I feel like I'm expected to know this now. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for another term of tea because that's what I'm drinking now, and I'm British and I drink tea. Now, I know it a lot. I don't know.
Well, no.
What is it?
Amber was closer with the snack side of things. It's
Ooh.
a sandwich.
Ah.
It's a what?
A sandwich. A sanger. It's a sandwich.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, for the love of God!
Oh.
Why are we all hungry? Why are we... Oh my God! Cool. Yeah, it's sanger, as in sandwich. Yeah, I get it now. Oh, mad now. Fuck.
I've got another one that would fit
Like-
perfectly with right now, but I'll save it. For how Ryan's feeling. Anyway.
All right. My next one's it's a phrase. I feel like this is gonna be pretty easy, to be fair. But put a sock in it.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was. Yeah. I basically just gave you guys that one. Yeah. Put a sock in it. Yeah. Be quiet.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Fuck. Put a sock in it. Yeah.
Well, I kind of have a little saying. It's quit going around your ass to get to your elbow. Have you ever heard of that?
Sorry, say that again.
What?
Quit going around your ass to get to your elbow.
Is that like stop mucking around? Stop.
Basically, like quit fucking around.
Yeah.
Don't, mainly like get to the point, or
Stop taking the long route.
Yeah,
stop.
or don't take the long way to do something. Yeah, that one's.
What is it again? I love the phrase. What is it again?
Yeah, don't quit going around your ass to get to your elbow.
Quit going around your ass to get to your elbow. I love that. I think that's so
Please
cool.
use it this week in a sentence.
I will. I fucking well will. Dougie.
Drongo.
Huh?
Drongo.
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 Like DRONGO?
Yep.
Drongo. Okay.
It sounds like a fucking bird.
No, I was gonna say it sounds like an instrument, like a tool or something. Like I don't know. It's just.
I use my drongo on my bungle.
Oh, you just made me ugly laugh. Oh God. I snorted at the beginning. I don't know if you heard that as well. Oh, that was gross.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't help that one.
It's fine. Oh god. I don't know. I mean, is that the word that you said? It's kind of it's rather fitting for how I was in just the previous set of words.
Maybe.
I feel like it's I don't know, mad, angry, annoyed. Like he's going drongo, like the Americans' term of going postal.
No.
Or is it like
know.
that dude's such a fucking idiot, like that fucking drongo, like.
He's a drunk.
That's very close. A drongo is
Ooh.
a fool.
A fool.
Oh! Oh!
I feel like a drongo. Yeah. That makes sense.
We're coming in on that home slide, though. Okay, that made me feel really good.
Amber's knocking him out of the fucking park. God damn. Okay. Let's try Her Majesty's Pleasure.
What did you just say to me?
Her Majesty's Pleasure.
I mean, is that the same thing, like, it's my pleasure to do something for you, or...
Just overly British?
Yeah, I was about to say, but, you know, like, I'm so, like, it's my pleasure to be doing this for you on behalf of the Queen, or... That's what it sounds like to me.
No, I'm not that tight. I'm not that tightly knit with her.
Sort of like, if it's all right with her, it's all right with me, sort of thing.
No, this has even caught me off guard as well. It's nothing as to how it sounds. Like, it's not even an invitation to go over to Her Majesty's Palace for a cup of tea. It's not even that. It's staying in prison.
I'm sorry, what?
It's Her Majesty's pleasure that he's in prison.
Okay.
Britain's fucked up, okay? But that is it, yeah.
Context clues would get you nowhere with that. What?
Oh, no, completely, no.
Okay, just fuck
No.
context clues, just fuck all that nonsense.
I'm going to start using this one more frequently as well, because there's a castle in my city, okay, and it's quite a landmark when you look at it. It's really quite impressive. Now, a lot of tourists come to Leicester, and they always have photos outside this castle. They're like, "Oh, please take our photo in front of this castle." And it's like, do you actually realise what this castle is? No, but it's absolutely magnificent. Look at it. I'm like, yeah, it's a high state prison. You've got all sorts of fuckers in there. You don't want your photo taken. No, please take a photo. No. There's somebody about 60 feet away from you. No. Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, it looks magnificent from the outside, obviously, but on the inside, I hate to think what it looks like. But yeah, Her Majesty's pleasure is prison. I knew you wouldn't get that one.
Okay.
I would have never fucking got that.
No, not at all.
Doing a little dance.
Okay.
Right. Who was next?
Yeah, no, okay. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
I wish you could see my face right now. I just
I'm
stared off into non-existent.
I feel like I'm serving gold.
Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's
Yes.
raining.
It can also work for don't piss on my back and tell me it's raining. But I thought that was maybe too graphic, so I went with the leg.
I mean, I'm just thinking of, just saying to somebody, please don't piss on me. Just...
Don't bullshit
piss
to
on
me.
my leg and
Like that?
Yes.
That's kind of where
Kinda,
my logic
yeah.
was going as well, but I'm thinking, don't like backstab me, don't gossip about
Yeah, I
me,
mean,
don't-
it's just it's essentially like don't lie to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
again, like
We're on the right
yeah,
lines.
like stop bullshitting me. Don't lie. Like, just don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. It's like you're actually
basically,
just pissing on my leg.
Yeah, if you piss on somebody, you're not a decent person, so we're just kindly asking you not to piss on people. If you take anything away from this episode, it's just don't piss on people, okay? Just don't do it, okay?
It's rude. Especially if they don't have consent.
I mean, if they've suffered a jellyfish sting, then maybe, I guess it's okay too.
That'll probably be
if a jellyfish stings me and Jess doesn't piss on me, I'm going to be irate with her. Oh my god. She is to either piss on my leg or she better go find Charles and make him piss on my leg.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, damn. I'm not going to get that out of my head in a hurry. Fuck.
You're welcome.
No, neither am I. Oh, just move on quick. Dougie, okay. Yeah.
This is a saying, fuck me dead.
Okay, this could go a lot of different ways. I have so many ideas.
Did you say fuck me dead?
Fuck me dead, yeah.
Okay, that is either like something to the equivalent of like you've got to be shitting me, or just I mean, in general, I say fuck me whenever I'm frustrated at something. So I could also hear me say like, oh, fuck me dead. Like also in that same or just literally fuck me dead, I guess.
I mean, us Brits, we change, I guess, dead to fuck me silly. Oh, fuck me silly. Like I don't know, you just fucked up something, or you've witnessed something go horribly wrong. You're like, well, fuck me silly.
See, y'all change it. Y'all change it to silly. We take the silly off and just say fuck me.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a pretty easy one for you. So it's either something that's unfortunate or that surprises me. So.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, majority of the time, I will just go, "Oh, fuck me."
Yeah.
You know, it's. I don't have to be like, "Oh, fuck me, silly." I don't have to. I just know that's one thing we do as Brits. We take something really stupid and add something even more stupid onto the end of it. Anyway.
Oh, it just reminded me of a story. Okay, so drunk 19-year-old Amber walks into a tattoo shop, right? And her and her other drunk friend have the idea from, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like a holiday like teddy bear that's sold during the holidays, like during Christmas and whatever, and they'll be like big huge teddy bears, and on the foot it'll have like the year written on the foot, on the bottom of the bear's foot. That way you know when you got that holiday bear. Well, me and my friend thought that was a good idea. So we walk into the tattoo shop drunkenly together, and we ask for tattoos on the bottom of our feet. Oh, yeah, no, it's... Amber was not always this smart. So I go in and I ask for the tattoo, and they start giving me the tattoo. And
God.
and the entire time I was like, fuck me, because I mean it hurt. Like everybody's all, I wonder if it tickles. No, it doesn't tickle just because it's on the bottom of your foot. It's still a needle. It still hurts. It does not matter how drunk you are, and it actually kind of sobers you up pretty quickly.
I can imagine.
Oh yeah, no, I sobered right the fuck up. But I was just like, fuck me, and I just remembered just the sleazy tattoo artist being like, oh, is that an invitation? And I'm like, you know what, fuck you too.
I was gonna say, I could just imagine
fuck me for the
somebody walking by.
Like, fuck me for the dumb idea, and fuck you for saying that.
I could just imagine somebody walking by the tattoo parlor and just hearing, fuck me from inside, and being like, what? Oh, man.
Yeah, but to this day, and just so another life lesson you guys can take from me is tattoos on the feet, especially when you have high arches. They don't really last very well because, you walk on your feet.
Well, no. Yeah, it would wear
Yeah,
down.
so I have like half of a star with a partial A in the middle, which ironically was not for Amber. It was for my friend Amanda, who went and got the tattoo with me. Shout out Amanda.
What size is your feet?
I have
If it's an 8, then you don't have to.
And I have a very small foot. I wear a size like 6 women's. So.
I was gonna say, if it was a size 8, then you could just never forget your size foot. Your shoe size again. Just it's on the bottom of your foot right there.
Yeah, no, it's just right there. I'll send you guys a picture. It's something.
Feet pics. Hell yeah, we're getting feet pics.
Yeah. I did ask my.
Oh, Jess is missing out now. Jess is really missing out now.
She is. And I asked my husband earlier this week about me selling pictures of my feet to strangers on the internet if they paid a decent amount. He's not thrilled about the idea, but I think I'm gonna. I mean, times are tough and people gotta do what they gotta do.
Oh my god. What mean, Dougie, then? Your test subjects?
Yeah. So if you guys just tell me how it makes you feel on the inside, then I'll just go from there.
And then how much would you charge for these babies? Like, how much would you pay for them?
I would need to do the research and figure out what the going that, and I feel like it's going to depend on the type of foot. Like my foot isn't really all that taken care of. I don't go get petties. I don't paint my toenails. Like I don't make them look all special. It's just a regular ass foot. So whatever the going rate for a regular ass foot is, someone please let me know. And if you're interested.
Well, comment section. If you've experienced this side of the internet, let us know. What's the going rate for average ass feet pics?
Average ass. I mean, just average ass.
Jarred investment tips right here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. Well, I felt that's a good point to finish on right there. So, if anybody has any closing out points.
No.
No, I think I'm good.
I think Amber's just drained herself out of them, so let's call that the final thought of this episode. Oh, for the love of God. Well, we hope you enjoyed this one nonetheless, guys. And can I just say, we made it through with no power cuts, no technical issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes! He's still sat in the light. I just had this image, though, of, well, actually, obviously of real for you, but just sitting in pitch black, just being, shit. Anyway, yes, where the fuck does she start from this again? I always forget. Jess, help! Yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to let us know over on our Instagram or our Twitter. Again, that is @jar.podcast, or our Twitter is @jartofficial. You can follow us all individually on Instagram. My username is @RyanTSP_. Amber's is OMGAmber, and Dougie's is @Digmore73. You can find our entire season's catalogue on Anchor, Podbean and Podchaser, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts and Google Play and YouTube. Well, majority of them are on YouTube. Some of them are archived. Anyway, I had a thought. I can't believe we're on. This is episode 10. We've only got 2 more to go.
Wow.
2 more, and then we're on the finale. That's fucking nuts already. That's gone quick already. Shit, I lost where I was now. This is why I get now. I should just get off on a tangent. Where is it? There we go. Okay, yes. Jard is sponsored by 5thegamer. For all of your gaming headset needs, head over to 5thegamer.com and we've got our own special discount code. Apply Jard20 during the checkout and you'll receive 10% off of your order. We would also like to thank xtiffy.com for featuring our podcast on their website. If you're interested in the outfit creation side of Grand Theft Auto, please be sure to go check out xtiffy.com for all of the outcome components. All of the links can be found in the description below. Well, if you're on YouTube, they'll be below anyway. Be sure to tune in next week for some more interesting conversations, group discussions, and we might be doing another round of Don't Get Me Started. I'll need to liaise with Jess on that one, but I think now that I've said it, she might as well just go ahead and be like, yeah, okay, go ahead and do that. As always, no, I can't do that because at the moment, Jess's Wacky Wednesdays aren't going out at the moment because she's in the process of moving, but my Sunday Fundays are still going up as normal up on Sunday. Obviously, you can find our playlist as well all over on the channel as well on YouTube. Thank you very much, everybody, and we will see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.